Fellow Sierra Leoneans, it is really disheartening to see our country going the way that we have never wanted it to be. It is really disheartening when we pray, we try for change, we strive for change, and we see the change we never wanted. It is really disheartening that the layman in the village, the layman here cannot have access to the economy. It is really disheartening that injustices have taken over our country. It is really disheartening that everything has been politicalized in our country. It is really disheartening that everything has been tribalized in our country. It is really disheartening that everything has been regionalized in our country. It is really disheartening that we as Sierra Leoneans can never be proud of the unity that we had before. We as Sierra Leoneans, we cannot stand together in one voice and say something. Today, I'm calling upon a civil society, human rights organization. It's high time we stand for the country that we love. It's high time we stand for the land that we love, our Sierra Leone. It is not a lawlessness to demonstrate or strike or petition. It is granted by the Constitution. It is our civic right, and it is our right to stand for our people. We need to stand for our people. We need to stand for the layman in their fakai there. We need to stand for that laywoman there. We need to stand for our people. It's high time to liberate this land. It's high time, civil society organization. We need to take the bold step. We need to say, this is our country, irrespective of political difference, irrespective of tribal difference, irrespective of regional difference. It's high time we say no to injustice in our country. Our democratic system have been butchered, have been tampered with, and have been shattered. And now we cannot boast of a democratic system, a pure democratic system. Our MPs, who we had elected as the shame they elected the president, they all are those humane that is granted by the Constitution. They have been fired and they have been removed from their job. They started with, with 10 or 11 parliamentarians from the opposition. Now they have already done it to 2 parliamentarians. This is a violation of our Constitution and a violation of the rights of citizens who voted for those parliamentarians, because it is the citizens in the constituency, it is their voice that have been tampered with and shattered. It is really disheartening that our country is taking a direction that we have never wanted it to go. It is very disheartening that the voice of the people have been silenced. It is really disheartening that our parliament have turned something else, that they have been blind by brown envelope, that they are giving them brown envelope, that they cannot talk for the people. Even they endorse bad laws and they endorse bad things to happen in this country because they can no more talk again. They give them money to do anything, and they have been, they said they are one of the most corrupt institutions in Sierra Leone. I didn't say that. If they are the most corrupt institution in Sierra Leone, which means the entire country, the setup, the political climate of this country is corrupt. Because they are there to serve as oversight for all of those institutions, for all of those government appointees. But these have turned to something else. Our country is really in deep sorrow that the voice of the people have been tampered with. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, it is really disheartening. It is really disheartening that our grassroots people can never have access to our economy. There is economic enslavement that our people down there cannot access the economy. And the poverty they have installed poverty upon our people that they can never stand again and stand for their rights. And the people cannot access the economy. They cannot access poverty have been on the people because of bad politicians. What they do is that they take our money and go and store it in foreign banks. Why our people are here are striving. They are striving for survivors. Why our people are dying with poverty? They store those money in foreign banks. And the most unfortunate thing of it all is that those people that are our ministers today, those people that are in high places, in government appointees of the government, they were all from USA. They were all from overseas country, which means they just recruited them to come and work in Sierra Leone, which means they don't know how we are suffering here. They do not know the pain of the people. You see, so this have made us, it has put a lot of question on ordinary Sierra Leoneans' mind that diaspora that we see that they have some amount of civilizations, they have some amount of Western understanding. If they are looting our economy, looting our country today, then we are afraid what will happen. My fellow Sierra Leoneans, it is really pathetic. It is really pathetic that habitual harassment and detention have been legalized in Sierra Leone. You can't just wake up one morning, you see police and soldiers coming to your door. They arrest you, they detain you for no just cause. And these injustices have been legalized in our country, that a lot of people have fallen victims. And they have been, they have violated their human rights, their constitutional rights, and nobody can seem to talk about it. So these are some of the things that is really disheartening in our country, and actually it's not good for our society. And civil societies, human rights organizations, I'm calling upon you for us to take the bold step and fight for our country, the land that we love, our sweet Sierra Leone. This is not about politics. It's not about, but this is about our country. It is about the layman down there. It's about that woman that did not know how to. That woman that voted yesterday, the youth that they said they are coming to create job for, the people that they said they are coming to liberate, this is about them. It's about government creating job opportunity for fellow Sierra Leoneans. Fellow Sierra Leoneans, it is really pathetic that Sierra Leoneans can no longer have access to information. And the president is no more accountable to his people. Because now the Commission of Inquiry, how much they spend, up to now there have never been any accountability. The COVID-19, how much they spend, there have never been any accountability. Which means they are doing it with supremacy, they are doing it with impunity, thinking that they have all the power, forgetting that it is the people who give them power and they should be ruling on behalf of the people and for the people. But this is not what is happening in our country, and it is really pathetic. And it's really pathetic for our democracy. So it's high time the youth to stand up. It's high time the youth to stand for position in those various political parties, for their voice to be heard. Because there is a lot of repression, there is a lot of changes that will come. But we need to stand. We need to stand. We need to stand. Go out, stand up, stand up, stand up. Freedom is coming now. Freedom is coming now, not tomorrow or now. So liberation is also coming. So we need to stand up. We take the bold step. This is our country. There is no other country we can boast of and proud of without our mama saying. So we don't need to sit and see people to root this country the way they rooted it, going, taking our resources to foreign country. Then we sit and dance and clap for them. They kill our people. No one thought. For the people, they also remove people from parliament unconstitutionally. No one thought. We have been pampering them a lot. But now is the time that we need to stand up for our freedom, for our rights, for our voice to be heard. It is our constitutional right to strike, to demonstrate, to petition. It is our constitutional right. So we need to come out and strike and demonstrate, to tell those politicians that this is no more business as usual. This is no more a child play. There must be standards set. There must be standards set for those politicians, that those standards can never be tampered with. And the new government, with the citizens, must make a standard for them. Any manifesto now, we the citizens must have our own standard that will be embedded into that manifesto. How can it is very pathetic for people to be they pay at 500,000 minimum wage? See, it is really pathetic. And things are going up. Economic hardship, economic starvation. It is really pathetic. So we need to stand and make a standard for those politicians. If not, I'm afraid. We need to stand up for our rights, for our constitutional rights. We need to stand up. Thanks to fellow Sierranians. This is your son, BASARAKA. Thank you very much. We need to stand up. Freedom, freedom, freedom is coming now. Freedom, freedom is coming now.
We don't tire for this oppression. That's why we they ask for solution. Police they kill also. Government they burn also. Now what thing we go do? Now we they do. Cause if we not stand up, nothing for tomorrow. What thing we go tell our picking? Say we no fight for our right. What thing we go tell our picking? Say we no fight for our right.